welcome to my channel Blink Shop, and I am glad you guys are here. I am so thankful that you guys watched my previous videos for the Dollar Tree Junk Journal challenge and you left so many comments, and I'm really happy that you guys left comments, and I was really happy to read them. So if you are new and your first time to my channel, please do consider subscribing. And also I will have all the links in the description for my junk journal, Dollar Tree Junk Journal challenge. If you want to check them out, please check the links in the description. Don't forget to subscribe and join the family, and also say hi in the comments that you are new here, and I would greatly appreciate it, and I would love to hear from you. So in today's video we are going to make the cover for our junk journal, and what I'm going to use is this poster board that I got from Dollar Tree, and they come 4 a pack, and it is all in my haul video, and I will have that linked in the description for you guys to check out. So I got this one poster board, and it's right here, and all we're going to do is we're going to cover it up with the book page that we have here. And I'm thinking I should use this ones too. They have kind of some things done. I was just randomly wiping off the brush and everything on it. So I'm going to take out the pages, the number of pages that I need for my to cover this page, and then I'll come back and start with the tutorial. Alright, so what I've done here is I have taken all the pages that I need, and some of them are the scraps that I had used for making the journaling cards and stuff. So whatever was left over, I collected all of them, and I am going to use them to make this cover. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this one book page, move everything on the side, and take my glue, and it's going to take a minute. So what I did is I arranged the papers on this first how I wanted it, and then I took a photo of it, and now I'm just going to go ahead and lay them down so that I remember where I'm going to put what. And okay, so I'm just going to apply glue generously all over, and okay, and then what I'm going to do is this page I'm going to stick it down completely, and if the corners are lifting up, it'll be fine. I'll be able to stick them down as I progress. So just stick it down. I even have some glue here. Okay, so just here one page, and I hope it came up on the video. Looks like this, and then I'll show you one more. So I'm taking this one and I'm going to apply it on the back side, and I'm not worrying about what direction my fonts are going in. I'm just applying it so that it looks nice, and I want it to look like collaged. So I'm going to take some of this page, and actually let me put it this way so the white is on the border, and then spread it out. So I'm going to go ahead and finish laying down all the book pages onto this and cover the whole poster board, and then come back and show you how it looks like, and then start on the next step. So here I have completed the whole poster board, covered the whole poster board with book page, and that's my front. That'll be the front and the back of my journal. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip it over. Okay, and then I'm going to use the legal pad that you get at Dollar Tree. I'm going to take 2 pages of legal pad, and whichever side you want to keep it like like you open it this way, then this will be your bottom part. Keep this bigger white space down here. So I'm just going to go ahead and glue 2 legal pad papers here in this way, and then I'm going to glue them, and then I'll come back and show you the next step. So here is my attached legal paper on the back side, which is the inside of the journal, and it's looking wrinkly right now, but we're going to work on it, so it'll cover up all the wrinkles. So now let's go on to the front side again, and what I've done is I've taken orange watercolor. So I did not the Dollar Tree watercolor does not have orange, so I just added red and yellow and made some orange. And what we're going to do is we're just going to give some strokes randomly, just covering up the book. And because watercolor needs a lot of water to show up, just adding up. And I'm just using these colors right now because they match the theme, the sunflower theme, and orange and yellow goes well, so the sunflower theme matches up. So that's what I'm using this for. And I'm not really wanting it to cover everything, just randomly. And if it doesn't even cover some space, that's okay. And then you can just do like a border here if you want to. I'm going to finish this offline and then come and show you how it looks like. Okay. Alright, so here I have completed the color, orange color, just some random spots, nothing complicated, and not overdoing it that it overpowers the background. So next I'm going to take this foam stamp that I had gotten it for my son from Dollar Tree a long time ago, and I'm just going to take yellow watercolor and then just paint it on here. And because there's orange underneath it, you might not be able to see the yellow. Okay, but I'm going to make sure that I apply it everywhere. Okay, and then I'm just going to take it and make a stamp right here. Okay, so I'm going to do a few around on the background and then come back and show you how it looks like. Okay, so I have done the stamps all over, and then we are going to take another stamp. This is my wooden stamp right here from Dollar Tree, and it makes this cute flower design. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some black watercolor. And this will waste a couple of minutes on my on-camera time. I try to prepare everything, but I kind of forgot. So here I am mixing my watercolor with water. So just taking plain black. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply it onto the stamp right here. And you make sure to apply it everywhere. Okay, so here, and then I'm just going to apply it in the 4 corners right here. And make sure you press it in the middle so you get a proper stamp. Okay, and then I'm just going to do that in the 3 corners and one in the center, like right here. And then I'm going to finish that and come back and show you how it looks like. Okay, so here I am back, and instead of doing just 5, I decided to do a lot more. And here. So I decided to do a lot more of them. And this is basically my front and back decoration, and then I'm going to let this dry completely because there's some ink spots still. These are not ink, the watercolor is somewhere still too much watery, so I'm going to. Okay, so here actually before we start, let me just say that my neighbors are working in their yard and it's a whole bunch of noise, so excuse the noise, and I sit in the garage, so it's kind of hard to ignore the noise, but that's okay. I'm okay with them working because that's when you get day off. So here my front page is 80% decorated, but we are going to move on from the front page to the inside. And what I have done here is I have lightly drawn or sketched out the birds and butterflies that I want to draw on here with pencil. And next what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Sharpie and just go over them. So I'm just going to show you one on camera, and then I'll just do the rest of them offline. I have this book called Squiggle, and it's available on my Etsy store for sale, and it has one line drawings of animals, so that's where I got this idea from. Let me show you guys the book right here. It's really cute book, and it's right here. It's called Squiggle, and it's by Kenzo Hayashi. Okay, I'm really bad with names, but it's by Kenzo Hayashi, and it's basically doodle over 200 one-line animals. Right here. Oh man, I can't. Right here. Okay, so it's basically and it has a lot of different animals and birds. Like here, this is a seahorse. Okay, let me pull it up a little bit. There are like a lot of different animals and birds in here. Like on this last page, I really love this peacock right here. So I have this on my Etsy store for sale. If you guys are interested in purchasing, I will leave the link in the description for you guys to check out. So I've just taken some of the birds and butterflies from that book and drew it myself with pencil, and then I'm just going to go over with my Sharpie. And I'm just going to show one more, and then I'll do it offline and then come back and show you how it looks like and move on to the next step. Okay, so I'm going to finish the other two offline and then come back and show you how it looks, and let's move on further. So here are all of my completed 4 one-line doodles that I made with pencil, and this is how they look like. So the next step what we are going to do is I made some coffee with water, or coffee basically, not coffee with water, but I made some coffee, took some coffee and mixed it with water, and I'm going to take my brush, add a little bit of more water. Okay, just take my brush, and then right here I'm just going to gently use some coffee, not cover it completely, just a little bit. Okay, and I think my coffee is too watery, but that's okay. I'm just going to make sure that I don't go touch my lines, just stay far away from it, and that's what I'm going to do for all the rest of them, and then come back and show you how it looks like. So here I have completed all 4 of the pictures. Let me turn it over with coloring with coffee. So next what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some Q-tips and the coffee that we just made, and I just made it a little bit thicker, and I'm going to make some random dots. And I'm not worrying about the size actually. I'm just going to randomly place it this way. And I'm not going too much down because I'm trying to keep this space is going to get covered with pockets, so I'm not worried about it. I think that's enough with this. And then the next I'm going to do is, and I lost my garbage can. Okay. So the next I'm going to do is I'm going to take the dotting tool from Dollar Tree and I'm going to use the bigger side here and dip it in coffee. And I'm going to do this one right here for you guys to see. So just do 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you just do 1 in the middle of each of the 4. Okay, and I'm going to finish that all over and come back and show you how it looks like, and then we'll jump on to the next step. Okay, so here are all of my flowers done, or the mandalas done, the tiny mandalas, the dot mandalas are done. And now what we're going to do is I'm going to take my Sharpie, and this Dollar Tree Sharpie is of such a good use. I'm so excited because it has helped me out throughout this project, and it's so still going on. So I'm just going to make these tiny rainbows, and that one messed up right here. But I'm just going to make a 3-striped rainbow, just a little small with 2 clouds on the side. And I'm just going to do this randomly, and I'm not worrying about the size, and if it's small or big, it doesn't matter. I'm just going to, it's like a filler, so I'm just going to fill in the space to make this picture come together. So I'm going to do that all over and then come back and show you. Actually, with that, I'm also, before I go with that, I'm also going to add some small swirls, like spirals, just to, as another filler. Okay. And this coffee is still not 100% dry, so I need to be careful, but I'm just adding a little bit of fillers in here. And I'm going to do this all over my page and come back and show you how it looks like. And then we'll go on and do the next part. Okay, so here I have completed doing the swirls and the rainbows all over. Okay. Let me turn it around. Okay, and what we're going to do next is I have, if you can see right here, I have poked holes all around on all 4 sides. I've left some space, so all I'm going to do is take my rag t-shirt or any cloth that you have, and I'm taking this piercing tool from Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to pierce hole at an equidistant. I'm eyeballing them. I did not make any markings, but around 1/2 centimeter apart. And I'm just going to, I've made these holes all on all 4 sides right here. Okay, so what I'm going to do on it is I'm going to do chain stitch with the embroidery floss, and I have this sample right here where you can see that I have done chain stitch here all over, and that's what I'm going to do all over. And if you want to see the tutorial on how to do chain stitch on the paper, I will link my journaling card video that I did a few days ago in the description and on the card in the corner for you guys to check out. I've shown you how to do chain stitch in that video, so I'm not going to repeat it here. So I'm going to finish the chain stitch and then come back and show you how it looks like. So here I have completed the chain stitch all around, and what I have done here is I have left these strands where I felt like I wanted to end it and begin the new thread. I just left the thread out, did not tie a knot and cut it off, because I'm going to add paper beads to the cover just like here, and tie knots all wherever there I have left these excess threads like these here on the side. I'm going to add these paper beads that I showed you earlier on. So these were made a long time ago by my mom and me, so I'm just going to add these paper beads onto this journal. So that is what I'm going to do with this. But for the next step, we are going to add this decal onto the book page and onto the cover. But before doing that, we'll fold the cover into half. So I'm going to go ahead and fold the cover in half. I'm going to line it up properly, making sure that it lines up well. Move it this way. Okay, and then press it down gently. And the other reason why I did this chain stitch, which I forgot to mention earlier, was that it reinforces the paper so they don't come off, just in case sometimes maybe the glue is not applied properly or something. This will keep everything together. And I'm just going to take this rag t-shirt of mine and just press it down on the spine, and I'm not going to add any additional spine to it. I'm just going to keep it really small since it's my first junk journal and I don't want to make it too big. So here is my cover folded in half, and now we'll go ahead and see how I attach the decal and what I do with it. Okay, so this is the decal that I found at Dollar Tree, and what I did is I measured it on my book and marked where I wanted my flower to rest. Actually, I'm just going to put it here because I'm going to start from touching the chain stitch down here and going up, and then the rest of the piece that is left, I'm going to use it on the flip side. So I'm going to go ahead, remove my decal and stick it down and then show you how it looks like. Okay, so here I have placed the decal on the front side up to the leaf down here. I also added both the beads that it came with here. And then on the flip side, I have added the bottom portion of the leaves. So with that, the next step what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Sharpie and to make it pop a little bit because it's kind of blended in the background. I'm just going to make the outline with the Sharpie, and it's not supposed to touch the decal itself. You're just going to go ahead and do a very very loose line. It's not supposed to touch the decal itself. And then once this one line is done, what you can do, we're going to do is we are going to just do like a double line on it to make it pop even more. And I'm just doing a random line, so it's kind of a very squiggly line. Let's use that word. That's a very profound dictionary word, squiggly. So we're just going to use that squiggly line for this to make it double line, and just do it freely. Don't worry about how it will look. It is just for the purposes of the decal to pop up. So I'm going to finish the front and the back and then show you how it looks like, and then we'll move on to the next step. So here is how my front side looks like, and since I gave it a like an outline with the Sharpie, it kind of pops up and it doesn't just blend in with the background. And I also added on the back, I added the, like I showed you, I added the bottom part of the leaves. And then what I did is there was the negative space here, and I added the, whatever you see red here is the negative space for the flower that was left behind. I added it in a circle and then just painted a sunflower inside to balance the front and back. So that's the base of the cover. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to add those paper beads here, and again I'm not showing you on camera. If you want to see how I added those beads, I'll leave the journaling card video will be in the description, and you will be able to in that video I show how I added the beads. So I will leave that link and you guys can check that out if you are interested in how I added those beads. But it's really simple, nothing complicated. So let me go ahead, finish that up, and then I think that is it. We are almost done with the cover. If I have something left, I'll come back and show you once I'm done adding the paper beads. Okay, I hope you cannot see the mess on my desk because it's a whole bunch of mess today. But so here I have added the beads right here. Okay, and I've done it for all the ends that were left behind all over. And the one last thing that is left is to make the pockets on this page down here. One more thing I wanted to say is, earlier when we were making this page, I had said that the white part, the big white part that is here, it's supposed to be on the bottom, but I made a mistake and I did it the other way around, which is okay. And if you like it that way, that's okay too. But what we're going to do is we're going to put 2 pockets down here, one on each side. And I have already pre-made the pockets. They are basic pockets, nothing fancy about them, just a rectangle piece that I cut from the cover of the book that I got from Dollar Tree. And I just cut them down straight from here, 1.5 inches straight. And then I took, since half my book is 7 inches, I made it 6.5. I cut them in 6.5 and then took 1 centimeter on each side to make the fold so I can stick them down. And then I added it onto a book page and then painted some of the coordinating colors according to what my book is, and then gave it a little bit of doodling. That's what it is, nothing complicated, really simple simple pocket I made. And all I'm going to do is now stick them down here, and you can even make it a little bit bigger if you want, but the only reason I did not make it bigger is when I fold this book, I did not want the pockets to come in the way, so a little bit smaller pocket is okay for me. But if you want, you can still go about like a 1/4 inch bigger and make them a little bit bigger, but I'm okay with the 6.5. So there, one pocket I'm going to put, and then the other pocket I'm going to put it down here. I'm going to finish this up and show you the complete cover for the junk journal and come back and show you that. Okay. Okay, so here is my completed cover for the junk journal. So this is the first page right here. I hope it's completely showing up on the video. And this is how it looks like. And then I'm just going to, this is the inside of my junk journal. So this is the one side, and then this is the other side. And there are 2 pockets here, and then this is all process that I showed you, and then this is the final back part of the junk journal cover, actually not the junk journal, actually just the cover of the junk journal. And this is how it looks like. I've tried to coordinate everything and make the color combination remain the same, but you can use as many colors as you want and as few colors as you want for your cover. So this is how it looks like. The beads are right there. And this is the one that I showed you earlier on, and they almost looks identical, just the decal I used. So this one has only one. So this both came from the same decal, so it looks the same. It just was two different decals in one. So this is how they both turned out. This is the back of both of them, right here and right here. Okay, and then on the inside of this one I've already put the signature that I showed you the video of, and if you haven't watched it, I will leave the link in the description for you guys to check out. And then here I made two pockets, and then one, so two on this side and one on this side. And this is how it looks like. And so these are the two covers for my two Dollar Tree Junk Journal challenge that I have made. I'm going to add the signature that we made together in this one, the one that I previously made it. And then for this one, I'm just going to do something else. I'm not going to only use Dollar Tree items for this, but I'm not sure 100%, but that's what my thinking is right now. But this is the cover we made together, and I will add some other stuff in it, but this one will actually become the final product of my Dollar Tree Junk Journal challenge. Okay, so that's about it, guys. For the next video that we are going to do in this series is going to be my final flip through. I will add the signature and everything, and I will just show you in that video what ephemeras and everything that I'm going to use, and I will explain it out how I made it, or some of them are just something that I found at Dollar Tree and I'm just going to add them to the add them to my signature, and that's what it's going to be, a final flip through in my next video. So that's about it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I know this went a little bit longer, but I'm really sorry. I wanted to show you each and every step that I did. So thank you so much again once more for watching this video. Please do consider subscribing if you enjoyed this video, and if you want to see all my junk journal challenge videos, I will have them all linked in the description. Please do give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Share this video with your friends and family. I will greatly appreciate it. It's a new channel for me. I am a beginner junk journal artist. I don't have much experience in it, and I hope you like this video. Thank you so much again. Bye, and have a blessed day.